Hello, welcome to my metaverse. This is Karina from I Have Karina TV, and we do many things here. We use astrology, we use numerology, we have spiritual weight loss, we talk about Lilith, and ever so often I bring you guys into my goddess codes. These are my metaphysical tools that I use to decode the 3D reality. And in this one, I want to talk to you guys about the slap that changed TV history. I think that you'll find that some of these patterns are just too connected in order to be really coincidence. But I want to actually show you guys the connections that I'm making with Will Smith and his smack on Chris Rock, and how this is deeply connected to the Willie Lynch laws. Now, in order to understand this, we understand that everything is connected. And we also take the value of a celebrity and understand that, knowing that they are being watched, that people will use celebrities as signs, symbols to help initiate a new idea or even just a new trend. And so I wanted to share with you the Willie Lynch letter, which is actually something that's deeply connected to the history of America. William Lynch, Captain William Lynch, was a man from Pennsylvania, Virginia, and he claimed to be the source of the lynch law and lynching. Okay, I want you guys to look at the patterns here already, okay? If you have never done this before, I just ask you to have an open mind, because depending on your occult journey, you may know things already that will allow you to be open to this. And depending on your occult journey, you're a little bit, behind on what's possible here, okay? But you can always just look at what's right in front of you. And if you look at the word William Lynch, and you look at it side by side with Will Smith smacking, there's patterns here. First of all, the name William, and then the concept of the lynch, which back in the day, this was a severe punishment with no reason, right? People of color were being killed, were being violently attacked. And when we look at Will Smith, there's patterns here that we've seen before, in which he has used this hand as a smacking tool. Now, I want you to hold on, because when we're looking at this from an occult level, we're not making a decision whether things were real or staged or not. No, what we're looking at is the patterns, okay? And we can't say for sure if anyone has assigned it, but we know from a divine breakdown that everything is connected. And one question could be is, does this moment signify a shift or a change? As well, if you want to journey into my metaverse on Patreon, it's very unique there. I started to write my own story based off of these things, and I will tell you that a part of the story that I'm writing here about this pattern, this coincidence, if some of you want to say that that's what it is, that this is signifying a completion, an ending on various levels, right? Because when we look at Chris Rock, a lot of people are, debating as to if was the joke worthy for a smack, right? So that we're not going to make those conclusions here. What we're trying to say is that when we take a step back, that people are arguing if violence is a necessary act, right? Depending on that reason. And this is what my work with Goddess Codes is about. It's about teaching you how to unlock your own story by watching how I unlock the patterns of the celebrities, and how you can see that everything is connected, in which something about your story is deeply connected to this concept. You're not disconnected from this. This is a part of your story too, and has something to do with your experience of violence. And was it justified, or was it without reason? So if you guys would like to hear more about where I'm taking this, then I welcome you to join me on Patreon. I have the public post that brings you into this concept of Will Smith smacking Chris Brown and how I connect it in my metaverse to the fear of the Planet of the Apes. I know that must sound crazy to you, but with this metaphysical knowledge that I have studied and continue to study, I'm realizing more and more how powerful it is to actually use this to craft your own world. And so I want to show you a possible world that is being crafted here, a possible world that is one of freedom, of finally getting the sense of justification, and of being able to enjoy and really laugh and have fun as we watch the breakdown of the old world, right? And be witnesses of the awakening of the new world. And sometimes it takes something like a smack in order to do that. Okay, you guys, so thank you so much. And again, if you'd like to read the full breakdown of what I've created based off of these patterns, please join me on my Patreon public post. Thank you.